Hey guys, comic book superfan here. Thanks for checking out my channel. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna look at some Spider-Man annuals today across all the different titles. Here we got Marvel Team Up number 1, 1976 with the X-Men. Pretty great cover there. Number 2, we have Spider-Man and the Hulk. Always a classic. Number 3 didn't have Spidey in it for some reason, just down there. There we go. Hulk again, Power Man and Iron Fist. You got some Machine Man. Here's number 4, Moon Knight. And again, you got Iron Fist and Power Man. Throw in Daredevil this time. Purple Man, the villain. Here's one I remember buying off the stands. The Thing, Scarlet Witch, and Quasar. Here's Marvel Team Up Annual 6. Cloak and Dagger and the New Mutants. Number 7, we got Alpha Flight. That's a Canadian team of heroes created by John Byrne, so they were popular at the time. There's the Grandmaster. So that's the original Volume 1 of Marvel Team Up Annuals. Here's Web of Spider-Man Annual number 1. He's got his black symbiote suit on. Classic Charles Vess cover. Adjust that a bit. Got number 2. I always love when the Spider-Man signal is shining on him on a building. That's a really cool one. Another symbiote suit cover. All the different people in Peter's life in the background. Human Torch. You got Gwen Stacy, Electro, Uncle Ben, Hobgoblin, Black Cat, Jolly Jonah. Here's number 4, the Slug. I don't know if he's been in any other appearances in this one. Kind of like a Kingpin-ish villain. Here we got Atlantis Attacks. That went through all the annuals in 1989. Really good story. FF at the time had a female Thing, Ben Grimm's on and off girlfriend. Here we got Web of Spider-Man Annual 6, Psycho Man. Usually an FF villain. And here again is the summer of 91. They had the Vibranium Vendetta. This is part 3. Black Panther, Iron Man against Ultron. Here's Web of Spider-Man number 8. Number 9, the Kadar. Number 10, Shriek. Alex Saviuk cover. Here we got Peter Parker Annuals, number 2. This started in 1980. It's placed by number 1. I was just reading it a few weeks ago. Where at? Number 3, the Man Wolf. J. Jonah, that's his son, John Jameson. Pretty cool green and white background there. This one's a good one. This is before she married Aunt May, or before Aunt May married Ben Grimm. She loved another man. Again, you got the symbiote costume there. Ace. How long has this been going on? And here we got Peter Parker number 6. I don't know why they brought him back. 2 years in a row, Ace is in the annual. Here's Puma. Was ripping up the cover to Spider-Man's wedding with Mary Jane. That was an amazing Spider-Man annual. But here we got again Peter Parker. They called it Peter Parker Spectacular, and then they just called it Spectacular Spider-Man Annual. This was the Evolutionary War that ran throughout the annuals of that summer. Of course, that's a Gwen Stacy clone there. Brought her back even in the 90s. This is 1988. It's a Cloak and Dagger appearance. And into the Microverse. Got Prowler, Rocket Racer. Yeah, we got Black Panther and Iron Man in this one. This is the Vibranium Vendetta again. Part of the crossover event of that summer. Spectacular Spider-Man Annual number 12, 1992. There's number 13. 14, a nice Goblin cover. Here's a different one. Sensational Spider-Man 96. Craven's First Hunt. Now Now this is the Venom Planet of the Symbiotes that ran through 1995. So you got your Ben Reilly spider there. That's part 3. Here's part 4. Here's part 5. Carnage, Venom. Now let's jump back to the 1975. Great Punisher appearance in this one. This one's pretty classic. Now let's check out some amazing Spider-Man annuals. Here's one of the best single issue stories ever. All Out Action. Spider-Man versus the Sinister Six. 1964. They don't make annuals like this anymore. This was just an incredible annual. Let me move those guys. He also had single page spreads with Spider-Man knocking out each one of the villains, so it was really cool. You got your 6 villains there. Electro, Vulture, Mysterio, Kraven, Doc Ock, Sandman. And here's a facsimile many years later. Look at how white that. Nice white background. 25 cents. And this one, $8. Cool. Here's number 2. It's 1965 with Doctor Strange. Another good story. Steve Ditko and Stan the Man on that one. These annuals are really awesome. This one, Spuddy, first time he tried to hang out with the Avengers, didn't go so well. And you got your 2 reprints, Spider-Man 11 and 12 and 13. 11 and 12. So they really give you a bang for your buck back in those days. And here's another great one. Spidey and Human Torch, his longtime buddy. Guest villains, Web and the Flame. Like, not a single reprint. 25 cents. These things are like 60 pages, guys. Pretty incredible. And here's a classic story. The parents of Peter Parker. Part of the inspiration for one of the Amazing Spider-Man movies, number 1, was this story here. Talked about Peter's parents being traitors, but they actually were not. They were not. They were set up. Spoiler alert. Red Skull. Red Skull was behind it all. So his parents were not traitors. Kind of contradictory to the movie. Yeah, let's just throw in one more I had hanging around here. Out of order for some reason. There's annual 13, 1979. Another awesome one with Doc Ock. He's kind of got a variation of his green and orange suit there. 75 cents. I remember buying this one. Just a beauty. Read one of these awesome annuals in the summer. It was an awesome time. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for checking it out. Hope you enjoyed it. Going back, looking at some Spider-Man annuals. And we'll catch you next time.